I'll probably have to pause this because I've got to sort my dog out. But basically, we are kind of responsible for the way things are, everything. We are a collective that should be working together. And they've got us purposely divided and following whatever and trapped in our program minds, consuming and whatever, funding their whatever game they're on. But we participate, and most people want to participate, because if you go and say to someone, right, well, don't participate, give everything up, gas, electric, your fuel in your car, bye to it. You're going to say, can you do without it? Can you build another way without it? Why would they have a need for oil if we are not taking part of their game and using it all? People think, oh, you can't do that. Yes, you can. There's solar now anyway. There's other ways. Yes, it's money, but there are ways. We've done without it, like, how long's electric been going? Like 200 years, even less, I don't know. But the fact is, candles, torches, solar lights, you can heat things up other ways outside, coal. Yes, it's convenient, but oh well, we've been spoiled. You know what I mean? Obviously, I enjoy my hot baths, but you can just fill some, there's other ways. And I say that's what people should do, personally, for a trial. A good experiment, really. And it's good to do because in these times, especially through the whole pandemic, it's doesn't it show you how fragile this system is? How we rely on the shops for our food, other countries for our heating, whatever, water, everything. We rely on other people for. We're not self-sufficient whatsoever. Most people aren't. So it's a while ago, for ages, I want to do bushcraft survival skills. I've got books and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. When I start kickstarting things, I might do some groups in the summertime with other people if people, want to join and stuff. I did try a bit ago to get some groups going, but it was really slow. Not many people joined. And yeah, it just didn't kind of take off. And plus I went a bit within myself anyway. I just did go a bit within myself. So, even if you don't get together with other people, we can use the internet to our advantage. It's another thing, obviously. Can you do without your phone? Can you do without internet? I believe that there will come a time where it might be good to do without these things. And I know this is going a bit too far now, but people used to remote through. We used to connect in other ways. Or maybe, like I say, it's going to be a slow process. Don't go bam, let's just cut off everything. Obviously, the internet is a tool that is beneficial to us, but we got to start somewhere. Stop buying, stop consuming, stop, you know what I mean? There's enough shit out there, sorry for swearing, to recycle, barter, do you know what I mean? And that's what else I am going to do, because I just put all these things on hold, really, and it's I've just got masses of clothes, toys, don't want to throw away, books, coats, and it's I'm sure the people out there have other things as well, and it's if people could barter the clothes, toys. There's enough stuff now. We don't need to keep mass consuming. There's other ways of doing things. Grow your food. Careful, Bondi. Grow your food. Barter with people. Barter your knowledge. I do feel if people want to make a change, cut off completely from the way we operate. and get it all out your head, because we're operating all wrong. We're feeding ourselves the wrong knowledge, and that is what powers that be want. You need to get yourself clued up on the things that you need to be clued up on, and maybe give yourself a trial week. Like, I would say do without your washing machine, but I'm just looking at it now like, God, can you imagine life without a washing machine, washing clothes by hand? We have way too many clothes. People are into the fashion, and people don't want to do without these things. Come on. Like, people, like, want these things, and we've been engineered to want all these things, and it's like, really, you could just do with your 7-day clothes or whatever, wash them. We don't need this mass amount of clothes, really. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I do say think about reducing the amount of stuff you keep buying. Think of other ways. Stop buying. Think of ways like, yeah, we need shops, but can you try and grow like 9% of your food? I don't know. And then maybe you then can buy from your sustainable farmers, or, local shops, or people that, I don't know, look where certain people get their food from or whatever, so you could support other countries that maybe need it, not these big flipping, companies. But maybe there's some, you could buy from some shops where it's like, well, their money goes to this. Look into it all. And the fact is, it's like, money, obviously, is there a way of doing things without money? That's the thing. It's like, really, we should have all this stuff growing. But until then, until you know how to, I don't know how to grow rice. So there's like certain stuff like I need that I buy from the shops or not. Look into it, see if you can, like, what you can do, and barter with other people. There are ways, there are systems, there's them hydroponic things or whatever you call it, might be saying it wrong. Look into it all. It can be done, but then you need electric for the hydroponics. But the fact is, try and at least pull away from certain things. There are ways. People say we're trapped in the system. Are we? Stop consuming all these things. Stop. Obviously, people think, oh, well, I need me petrol to go to work. I need my car. I need this. I need that. People don't want to they get too comfy with the luxuries. Public transport. It's becoming a fortune, public transport. But anyway, there are ways. Bikes. Ride a bike. Obviously, use your car less. But there are ways, and that's my point. There are ways. Stop using, stop buying, stop supporting, get knowledgeable. And it's like run to the hospital for everything. If we had knowledge of if we were looking after our health, eating right, you'd have less heart attacks, less probably disease, stroke, whatever. If we looked after ourselves right and didn't take our health for granted, there'd be less people in the hospitals, less illnesses. Obviously, broken bones, blah, 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 operations, we go to the hospitals, but should we know first aid, basic first aid, and some more first aid? Should we not know these things ourselves? How to treat certain stuff? And everything's medical antibiotics, medicine, drugs. But where do these drugs come from? There is a plant for every single last thing out there to heal you. We just don't know what them plants are because of lack of knowledge again. So, move Bondi. Get the hell down. What you doing? Hey. There are ways. It's just, are people willing to do them? Are people willing to give up this life to go full forth another life where you're not holding these systems up, but at the same time, we need to get knowledgeable, because without the knowledge we've been stripped of, we probably wouldn't survive. It's about relearning, re-educating, all over again. And it's about, taking them steps in your own life, which, I want to definitely do. I've done a little bit, grow some veg, got chickens. I want to try and I didn't get much growing where I could live off it. I'm not that good yet, but I hope to be, So you got to start somewhere. Just start. That's the main thing. Get one plant, even a cabbage plant. One plant, one seed, and that's the start. Get two, get another plant. You know what I mean? Some broccoli. Try and grow some potatoes. There's loads of stuff you could do, but just start. Just start getting into your mind into growing things. And it's rewarding, honestly. It is so rewarding. And being close to nature and doing them things, for me personally, you realise this is natural. This is the way we're meant to live. And you feel like I'm watching that seed grow, and then it's just how we're meant to live. By the time you get it from the shops and all that, the amount of nutrients the food's lost. So definitely, I think the other way is definitely more fulfilling. 100% more fulfilling. The natural life, cut off from all these things we've been spoilt with, because it's damaging the earth, it's causing flipping, is it worth? Look at people try to go for flipping wars and flipping invading countries for the oil and all that stuff. Why? They wouldn't need it if they had no one to sell it to, would they? So, think about that.